Hi, welcome back. In today's video, we would like to represent a student record using Namedtuple. Here, we are importing Namedtuple from the collection module, and we are defining a Namedtuple for student information. And we are having the name to be student. In this Namedtuple, we are having three elements: name, age, and grade. So we see that it's possible to have more than two element in our name tuple. So for example, if we are having a coordinate example, we can have two elements x and y representing the x coordinates and y coordinates. However, we can have more than two elements in our named tuple. For example, we can have a student record here where we store name, age, and grade of one student. Then we would like to create two instances of this name tuple. So S1 and S2, and we need three pieces of information in order to create our instance. For example, Alice for the name, 21 for the age, and A for the grade. This is the instance of the first student. Then we are having the instance of the second student, where we see that Bob, 22 years old, and with the grade B. But how can we access these values? In order to access these values, we can simply write down the name of our instance, dot name to have the name of the first student being printed, and then to print the grade of the first student, we can write down the name of the instance, which is S1, then dot grade. Okay. And if we want to have only one piece of information about one of the students, we write down its corresponding instance, which is S2, for example, and the age. For example, now we are going to have the Bob's age being printed out in the output to be 22, as we see here. And for the first print, we are having Alice, and the grade is A. So if I have another instance, for example, here, student, I write down, for example, Reza. The age is 25. Let me write it with capital S. Yeah, okay. And the grade is A. Now I can use the instance S3 to access the information of Reza. For example, I can have the name, I can have the age, I can have the grade, all of these things I can have, or we can print it only one piece of information. For example, I just want to know the grade of Reza, so I simply write down print s3.grade. So I created a new instance here for our name tuple. The name is Reza, the age is 25, and the grade is A. Then I use the S3 instance to access the name, the age, and the grade of Reza. I'm printing it in the output. And also, if we want only the grade of Reza, we can do that. We can go ahead and use the instance and then dot grade to simply print A for us in the output. We can, of course, add some message here so it's easier to understand. We could say the grade of Reza, or for example, third student, then we print it. So when I run the code now, we see this message, the grade of Reza, third student, A. And here also we are having Reza 25A. We could have different messages being shown. So the name of the student, then we could have, for example, the age of the student. And then here again, we could have the grade of the student. So when I run the code, it's easier to understand now. So I'm typing the name of the student is Reza. Okay, let me put a comma here and here because we are having Reza, but there is nothing between Reza and the new sentence. So now we are having this, the name of the student Reza, the age of the student 25 and the grade of the student A. So this is how we can use name tuple for student record system. Thank you for watching.